Hello, welcome to the Elone Show. I'm your host, John Elone. In this episode, no regulars, because reasons as always. As for our guest, he's from Germany. Somewhere in Germany. He is the CEO of ModernIQs. Now that is going to be interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Stefan Fear.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello there. So, how's life?
Good. Good on my side. How's your life?
Well, life is great, as always. It happens, but yeah, it's still great. Is there anything you're currently working on or up to recently?
Well, yeah. All right. So my name is Stefan Fair. I'm the founder of ModernIQs, and we are now. I'm gonna do a joke. Okay, we are helping podcast hosts to get more reach on search engines. no, no. Basically, we're creating content, but it's very well fitted for podcast hosts, for example. So yeah, that's what we're doing.
Ah, interesting. And what inspired you to create Modern IQs?
Yeah, so I was deeply involved with software as a service tools since 2019. And I got to know the first AI tools in 2019 as well. And I started as a business software platform, affiliate platform, where I had to get traffic and get clicks, and when people bought the software I made money. So that was all about getting the most possible reach. And then there was this one day where I used the AI tools I already knew to create a heck of a lot of text. So for every tool I had on my platform, I created, one to three pages of text, and I put everything on the same day. And then the following 2 months, I could see the traffic going up by 130 times. And that's where I realized, like, oh wow, blogs can get a lot of traffic from search engines. So having a lot of blog articles on your website can get a lot of traffic, and that's when I decided I want to, this year I created around 70 articles. Next year I want to do 70,000. So I searched for a tool that can do that, and there was none, so we created our own. Yeah.
Wow, fantastic. So, what was life for you growing up?
Yeah. So, when I was actually, this is interesting. I was living in Switzerland for 13 years, and now we are like in between Switzerland and the Netherlands. But Germany is a while ago. Like Germany is like almost like 15 years or something ago. Yeah, I was growing up in Germany, and I was doing my job apprentice. No, how do you say, my job training at a German car manufacturer. So in a big production factory, and I was heavily involved in big automation since I was 16.
Impressive. Where do you see yourself 20 years from now?
You're asking this an AI guy. Like if I would know what the next 2 months will bring, I'd be, well, it's I really what comes after 2028, I just can't imagine. It progresses too fast.
Hmm. Yeah, if you were given 500 acres of land, what would you use that land for?
Boy, that's a good question. I wouldn't I actually wouldn't know. It's what would you use it for?
Well, if I had 500 acres of land, I would establish a new community. Start as a small town and eventually grow into a city. But this is not just any town or city. It would have everything that anyone could ever ask for in most beneficial ways, and as well as potentially a few more land-intensive facilities and services that wouldn't have been possible because, well, a lot of urban areas popping up all the time is just taking so much space. So start with the community as it grows, and then use land efficiently to provide goods and services that
Hmm.
many people may never knew they would ever want to begin with.
Hmm. I there was something coming up my mind. So, we were thinking about advanced AI technology, and so I came up with this idea that if we in a couple of years from now have an AI that is like a couple of orders of magnitude more advanced than what we have now, we could use it to deconstruct global engineering so that the AI looks at all the global engineering we do and comes up with a very small part set, just like Lego, which you can use where you can produce those, let's say, 200 parts in very high quantity, and with those build almost anything, and we could use this to build structures on the moon and on Mars quite quickly. So you could build almost everything, like houses, cars, buggies, rovers, whatever you wanna build, and therefore you need a factory, right? So maybe I would use my space to try and test this factory here and see how it works.
Nice. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Good question. I'm right now we're in between the Netherlands and Switzerland, and I'm very very fine with that. Yeah.
All right then, sounds good.
Let's say Europe. Yeah, Europe is good.
Yes, absolutely.
Mhm.
Would you rather speak all languages or talk to animals?
Speak all languages.
Yeah, I agree. Have you ever met anyone famous?
Have I ever met anyone famous? Good question. I don't think so, to be honest. Yeah, I don't remember.
Fair enough, fair enough. If your mind was an island, what would it look like?
If my mind was what? Sorry.
If your mind was an island, what would it look like?
Oh, well, so I'm saying we now, but for a very long time it was me building this company and doing like everything, and so my mind is a a very complex, chaotic place, I guess. Yeah.
Impressive. If your life was a meal, what kind of meal would it be?
If life was a meal, good question. What would it be for you?
Well, my life would just be a massive buffet. But not just any buffet. There'd be a variety of foods from all other corners of the globe to reflect the places I've been to and what I have experienced.
I think I would go if I would need to choose. I would go for something for Thai kitchen.
All right then, very good. What kind of music do you often listen to?
Yeah, I don't listen too much music right now because we are extremely busy in building the company. The AI industry is progressing very fast. There's not much free time.
I understand that, and I respect your work. You're welcome. Would you ever try space tourism?
Yes. It's one of my bigger goals, is like go standing on the moon. Yes.
Cool, cool. If you could travel back in time, what decade would you want to live in?
Good question. Which decade? Well, so I'm from Germany, and there are some decades I do not want to live in. That's for sure. I would say the 70s.
Sweet. I might say 70s as well, but also the 2000s as well, because it's a time I could remember fondly. What is your favorite holiday tradition?
Christmas, for sure.
Yes, absolutely. If someone wrote a book about you, what do you think its title would be?
So this is establishing right now. People call me Effie because I'm all about efficiency, and so it might be just Effie. Yeah.
Nice, nice. What was the largest thing you have ever seen?
Well, I would certainly want to visit the Starship in at SpaceX, but the largest thing I ever saw. Well, good question. I don't remember.
That's all right. It happens. What is your favorite season?
Summer.
Yeah, same.
Sure.
How did you spend your last birthday?
At home with the family.
That's nice. If you were hosting a dinner party and you can invite 5 guests who are either dead or alive, who would you invite?
You're having some good questions there. Dead or alive? Well, I would like to talk to Elon, to be honest. That's for sure. I would like to ask Trump and figure out if he's a crazy man or I'm just wrong. I guess that'd be interesting. I'd like to see my grandparents again, and so that might be already 5. Yeah,
Fabulous. What's the weather like where you are right now?
sunny. It's
Same.
rare, but it's sunny.
Cool. It's sunny for me as well. What is the one thing you can't live without?
One thing, well, that's a tough one. It's my partner and my company are extremely important. Oxygen as well.
Cool. What is your favorite life hack?
Yeah, so that is actually coming from, well, partially from Elon, and that is I am looking at, you know, things, bottlenecks and factors where I can improve myself or my work, and I'm constantly finding them and I'm constantly improving them. So just to give you as a reference, with our business, it used to take 20 hours to create a high quality blog article, and now we're down to 10 seconds.
Of course. Hold on. Okay. What was the longest trip you've been on?
Well, I'm not living in Germany since 15 years, so I'm still kind of, on a trip. But I would say being in Australia for 1 year, that was one constant trip for sure.
Nice, nice. Are there any jobs or opportunities you haven't done yet that you would like to do someday?
I've done many jobs, and I'm constantly realizing opportunities. So I guess there is many, but they are evolving every day, and I'm going after them if they're worth it. So yeah.
Yes. What was the last thing you have bought off Amazon?
Oh boy, Amazon. Ugh, don't remember that. When I'm spending money, it's for the company.
What flavor of ice cream do you wish existed?
Well, I can't really say what I wish would be existing, but I remember getting this I'm not sure how you say that in English, pistaci. That was in I don't remember the name of the city. It was awesome. I wish this was existing in my hand right now, yeah.
All right then. Nice. What's the best way to start the morning?
The best way for me to start a morning is getting some breakfast and listening to a very interesting podcast.
All right then. Do you like spicy food?
Yes, for sure.
Me too. Who was the funniest person you've met?
Ooh, that was a friend in school. I don't think somebody knows his name, so yeah.
Okay. If you had a song for every time you entered the room, what song would that be?
Good questions. Rocket Man, I don't know. I really I don't know.
Fair enough. Understandable. If you could erase one past experience, what would it be?
Can you repeat?
If you could erase one past experience, what would it be?
It's experience. I don't have too many bad experiences, so I really don't know. Yeah, maybe when somebody died, I guess.
Yeah, those are so sad.
Mm.
What should they teach in high school, but they don't?
Yeah, so look, since GPT-4o is out, you can have your phone, and every child could potentially have their own custom teacher. So, the system could watch what the child is doing and then explain what it's doing wrong, and the child can ask if they don't if it doesn't understand, and ask again and again, and it could explain in different ways, so that the chances of a child getting left behind because it doesn't really, got the explanation of the teacher would be a thing of the past. So that's not, maybe that's not high school, maybe that's primary school. Like high school, I would say finance and yeah, I'd say finance and capitalism. Yeah, because people don't understand it.
Fair enough, fair enough. What happens in real life but rarely gets portrayed in movies?
Can you repeat that again? Sorry.
What happens in real life but rarely gets portrayed in movies?
Reality? I don't know.
Okay. Anything specifically about reality, or is it just in general?
I don't know. Like movies. I, so, from my understanding, luckily movies don't have like. I wouldn't want to watch a movie that is, just as reality. German movies are kind of feeling like I'm just looking outside of the window, and this is really boring to me. So I don't know. I prefer not seeing reality when I watch TV.
Ah, right, okay. I get you. All right. This question's is a doozy. I'll tell you right now, it's being confusing. Would you rather not be able to open closed doors or not be able to close open doors?
Well, say it again. Open,
I,
closed
I
doors.
understand. I definitely understand.
I want to open the closed doors for sure, and I don't want to close open doors for sure. Yeah,
That's a good point.
yeah.
If you're going on a road trip, what two items do you make sure to bring with you?
So road trip. I'm one of my hobbies is survival. So that would be different, right? But road tripping, I would just go with a bigger set of what I usually have with me when I'm going surviving. We did last year a tour on the Balkan, and we had this station wagon and a mattress inside. A mattress in a station wagon is something really good. Yeah.
Hmm. All right then. Would you rather never use social media again or never watch another movie or TV show again?
Social media.
Understandable. Very understandable. What hobby would you get into if time and money weren't an issue?
Yeah, time and money weren't an issue. I think I would, yeah. I'm not sure if that would be like an hobby, but I think I would go for something like creating a working fusion power plant or something like that. But traveling for sure would be one on my top list as well. It's kind of hard. Like there would be a lot, and maybe time and money aren't an issue in the future, so we don't know.
Yeah, we never know. What could you give a 40-minute presentation on without any preparation?
Well, for sure, talking about my company, but yeah, there's many topics. AI is a good topic.
Of course. Yes, absolutely. What's your favorite thing about the area that you live in?
So we're living in two areas, in Switzerland and in the Netherlands. In the Netherlands, I really like that my city is in the middle of a lot of mega cities. So there's like, I don't know, 80 million people or something in 1.5 hours drive in any direction. So that's pretty good. And in Switzerland, of course, the the landscape and the people, and I mean the Dutch are good as well, but yeah, I like both countries.
Sweet. What's something you tried really hard to like, but you couldn't?
Well, my partner is vegan, and I always wanted to eat more vegan food even before I met her, but I'm still craving some, kebab sometimes or something like that. Yeah.
Yes, of course. What question can you ask to find out the most about a person?
I never thought about it, but I would probably say something like, "What do you do and why?"
Good point. There's always a purpose in life. Would you rather be able to breathe underwater or have the agility of a cat?
Say the second one again, please.
Have the agility of a cat.
What does that mean? I'm sorry, there's some word missing in my English vocabulary.
That's all right. So agility. Uh,
Agility. Yeah.
yes.
Okay, got it. Ooh, good question. I think the cat would be my favorite. Although underwater would be cool as well, for sure. Yeah.
All right then. Nice. What do you greatly enjoy doing but wish you could do more of?
All right. So what I'm working every day for something between 11 and 14 hours. So I guess I like what I'm doing, but I'd like to do other things as well. It's just the AI economy is moving so quickly, you have to keep up. So something else than normal working would be great sometimes, yeah.
Of course. Have you heard of a drink called banana free chain.
Not sure. Don't think so.
Fair enough. That's what a lot of people tell me. What is something you can never seem to finish?
Improving,
Ah, all right
for
then.
sure.
All right then. If you were to start another business, what business would that be?
I would start, I'm not sure. I was thinking about this, but it would certainly not be in the AI branch. Because, I mean, it's not that I don't like it, but it's moving so quickly. I think it wouldn't even be in the software industry. Something
All right.
slow moving where I can stay ahead for a long time.
Yeah, all right then. I can see where this is going. If you were hosting a talk show, who would you have on?
Hmm? I was saying Elon before, so let's take somebody else. Let's take somebody else. Alex Hormozy, I would like to interview. Yeah,
Ah, okay. That's cool. Who was the last person you talked to?
my partner.
Of course. Where is the best place to explore?
Hmm. Well, I'd probably go for some very well intact or something like the Great Barrier Reef or so. A reef.
Sweet. Yeah, I might possibly say the same thing, but of course I have so many options of where else I like to go. But yeah, that's certainly
True.
one of them.
The moon surface would be my, yeah, I guess I would, if you would ask me if I had to decide the moon surface, I would say, yeah.
Ah, okay, yes. And that is the episode. It's great having you on, Stefan, talking about modern IQs, software, technology, and of course AI in general. It's been amazing.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. And until next time, stay tuned for more.